Good morning to all. Today I am going to discuss about recommendations of NCF 2005 of teaching history and political science. Let us discuss. The social science are field of academic scholarship which explore aspects of human society and complex human relationships. Social science perspectives and knowledge are indispensable to building the knowledge base for a just and peaceful society. The National Curriculum Framework 2005 says that studying the social science provide learners the social, cultural and analytical skills required to adjust to an increasingly independent world. The social science carry a normative responsibility of creating a strong sense of human values, namely freedom, trust, mutual respect and respect for diversity. Social science teaching should aim at generating in students a critical, moral and mental energy, making them alert to social forces that threaten these values. According to the NCF, social science content should aim at raising students' awareness through critically exploring and questioning familiar social reality, selecting and organizing materials into a meaningful curriculum, one that will enable the students to develop a critical understanding of society, is therefore a challenging task also. The NCF recognizes the popular perception of social science as a non-utility subject. Low self-esteem governs the classroom transaction process, with both teachers and students feeling uninterested in comprehending its content. Emphasis has to be laid on developing concept and the ability to analyze socio-political realities rather than on the mere retention of information without comprehension. The NCF proposes a fundamental epistemic shift from the textbook as the only source of information to the textbook as suggestive of a particular way of understanding issues, from the mainstream account of the past and its past to one where more groups and more regions are taken into account. Next one, from utilitarianism to egalitarianism. Then Indian history should not be touched in isolation, and there should be reference to development in other parts of the world. It is suggested that instead of civics, the term political science be used. Political science treats civil society as the sphere that produces sensitive, interrogative, deliberative and transformative citizens. Gender concerns need to be addressed in terms of making the perspectives of women integral to the discussion of any historical event and contemporary concerns. The concept of human right has a universal form of reference, and the NCF recommends that the children are introduced to universal values in a manner appropriate for their age. The NCF envisions the study of social science to enable children to understand the society in which they live, learn how society is structured, managed and governed, appreciate values enshrined in the Indian Constitution, grow up as active, responsible and reflective members of society, learn to respect differences of opinion, lifestyle and cultural practice, undertake activities that will help them develop social and life skills also. The objectives of teaching social science at various stages as detailed in NCF are: first one is primary stage. In primary stage, the develop skills of observation, identification and classification. Develop in the child a holistic understanding of the environment with emphasis on the interrelationship of natural and social environment. Next one is upper primary stage. In upper primary stage, it develops initiate the learners into a study of her or his own region, state and country in a global context. Initiate the learners into a study of past with reference to contemporary developments and introduce the learners to the functioning and dynamics of social and political institutions and process of the country. Then the third point is secondary stage. Develop analytical and conceptual skills to understand the process of economic and social change and development. Critically examine social and economic issues and challenges like poverty, child labor, illiteracy, etc. Understand the rights and responsibilities of citizens in a democratic and secular society. Understand the roles and responsibilities of the state in fulfillment of constitutional obligations and appreciate the rights of local communities in relation to their environment, utilization of resources, as well as the need for the conservation of natural environment also. Next one is higher secondary stage. Assist students to explore their interest and attitude for careers. Then encourage them to explore higher levels of knowledge in different disciplines, promote problem solving abilities and creative thinking in the citizens of tomorrow, then generate new insight and knowledge in this process. After a discussion, let us conclude this. According to the NCF, the teaching of social science must adopt methods that promote creativity, aesthetics, and critical perspectives and enable children to draw relationships between past and present to understand changes taking place in society. Problem solving, dramatization, and role play are some strategies that could be employed. Then teaching should be utilized audiovisual materials including photographs, chart, map, visions, etc. Then concepts should be clarified to students through lived experience of individuals and communities. Teachers should discuss different dimensions of social reality in the class. Then in textbook and in the classroom, content, language and image should be comprehensible, gender sensitive and critical of social inequalities of all kinds. Thank you.